Hello and welcome back to the Skytiger gaming table. I'm your host Wildscarr. I'm not at the normal game table though because I'm trying something a little new tonight. Today we're going to play Vantage from My Vantage. As you can see, I've got my tactical helmet on, so we're going to see how this works out. I did an unboxing for it a little while back, but this is the one by Stonemaier Games. It just came out this year by Jamey Stegmaier, and I've played it a few times already, so we'll see how this playthrough goes today. Probably played maybe 20 times or so, and we'll see how this one goes here. I'm also going to be playing with the animal companion, Skytiger. I'll provide a link down below. Jamey put it up on Board Game Geek on one of the forum posts, how to create your own pets. It's supposed to be real world pets, but this one fit the channel, so hope you enjoy this. We'll see how this goes. And this is not a normal part of the game. This is kind of like an add-on that he did. We'll do a slight tutorial, but really this game is so vast that the only way you can really do a tutorial is by just kind of walking through the game. So I've got everything set up. I've got the board out here, so this will be the board. They are double-sided. It just depends on which organization you want to go with it. You got mission, destiny, and challenge dice up here with the challenge pool and the full grid down here on the bottom, everything in the middle. Or you can flip it over and it's basically just, you know, the other way with the mission and destiny and the dice up here. So just kind of however you feel like playing with it. So we'll do it like this. Also, to try to avoid as many spoilers as I can, I'm not going to be using all of the books. I'm going to be using the Rulepop app, so I will be typing it into there and we'll play it that way. That way wandering eyes don't read any of the extra sections in the books. And we'll go ahead and get started. So right here it says, weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the traveler, your ship arrives in orbit of an uncharted planet. Create the total challenge dice pool with 8 dice plus 2 per player, which I've done. So I've got 8 plus 2. And then each player gains a different skill. Select a random. We're going to do random. And so we'll take one of the challenge dice, or one of the skill dice, and that's the ones with all the symbols on it. And I will be doing yellow this go around. So we'll get the yellow skill die, and we're looking for 1439. So you go over here to the box and you look up 1439. Right there. And this is going to be the character I'm going to play. You start out with her or your character in the center. And it says, each player sets the color trackers to matching their colors. We're going to do a 4, so let me go ahead and get those out. I couldn't get those set out before because I didn't know what color we were going to be. So you're going to pull out the matching tokens. There's the hourglass for time. I got the heart for health. And the star is for morale. So we'll go ahead. You won't need the rest of these. You can put them back in the box. Alright, now, since I'm going to be playing first player, the first player gains 2 skills at random and places the matching mission, which is this over here that you roll in the center. They may re-roll pairs to get an easier mission. Then everybody goes to location 001, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets. So I will get 2 skill dice. And I get move and overpower. So I get a move skill token and an overpower skill token. Which, when you look over here, move and overpower is going to be 1580. So now you come over here. Yes, the mission is 1580. So now you come over here and you look up and you look for 1580. Here we go. Here is my mission. Collect floral samples. So have a total of at least one flora plus one per player in grids or reserves. If you do, read 1580 in the Book of Secrets. So this is the mission, and that goes on the mission card right here. And also, if it wasn't apparent, this is going to be full of spoilers. I'm going to hide as much as I can, but there will be spoilers. And now we go to 001, which is on the back of the Book of Secrets. So this one we don't need anymore. And the Book of Secrets is back here where it says, the ship's malfunctioned. You have mere seconds to escape. Each player gains a different or select a randomize and places the matching location in their card holder. So we're gonna make it another random. So now we're going to purple, which is the look. So 003. So now we're gonna look for 003. And that is going to go in the card holder. Says, your escape pod seals tight, ejecting toward the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. You may re-roll pairs to get an easier location. Keep this card in the holder to obscure the backs of your new location. So yeah, if you were playing other people, that should be what all the other people need. And yes, there are there's card stands in here for the actual game. But I'm using that one so that I know exactly where to put the card for the camera. So we don't need this one anymore right now. So now we take 2 more skill dice. Oh, and I get a look icon or token. Now I roll 2 more times and we'll consult that chart on the right there. And we're going to roll something a little easier than 2 overpower. So we got the help and overpower. So help and overpower is going to be 411. So now we come down here to 411, which I believe is up in this one. And just kind of look. And these are double-sided, so 411 goes right here. So here we go, the 411 Vantage says the path ends at the base of a massive runestone. So as you can see, we've got like a rune on the side of the mountain, which might come in handy, and this is what you would describe to the other players. You got the compass in the upper right, the numbers mean that you roll 1 challenge dice to try to go in those directions. The asterisks you have to look up in the book. And the options we have over here on the side are follow, observe, ask, honor, forage, or trap. Oh, and I do get the take and overpower tokens for that. So, man, I have almost one of each one. The only one I don't have is the engage one. So this is going to be an interesting playthrough. Oh, and I was supposed to put 2 of these boost tokens on my character and then 1 boost token on Skytiger. So now we're going to see. Not sure what follow would be. Forage, trap. You know what? Forage. We're supposed to be looking for flora or fauna. So, or flora samples. So let's go ahead and forage. I'm going to forage. So you go into the rule app. And if y'all haven't seen this before, you can just go to Vantage's website. I'll put a link down to where this is. It's a quick way to have all of the rules, but you can do everything that I'm doing right here with the books. That way, if you want to unplug with no screen, you can get away from it. So you click on storybooks, that'll bring up this calculator looking thing, and then you take the number in the upper left, so 411, and we were going to do the forage, so that's the take icon, and we're going to do this. And I got to roll 2 dice, and it says forage in the bushes for fresh berries. Now before you tap to reveal, you actually have to do the thing. So we're going to roll 2 dice and get these out of the way real quick. So I've got a morale and a return. So let's see, and you can only do, well, I can put any of them there, so I can take this since I'm doing a forage action, and that'll give me a boost for that one because of the boost that's saying, you know, give a boost for putting a dice here. And I can put it over here because that is a take action that we are performing. So in this one, we'll go back into the queue. So I have completed, and you will automatically always succeed on whatever you're trying to do. So says, in addition to some juicy berries, you find an old box of cards. Gain 1 random card from the Scrim spoiler pack. Place it in your reserve, where your entire Scrim collection counts as only 1 reserve card. You can use this type of card from your reserve during overpowered duel actions, which have further instructions and 1 health. Interesting. So out of the 20 games that I have played, I have never opened a spoiler pack, if y'all can believe that. I almost don't want to open it because I don't want to spoil everything for y'all. So we won't worry about doing that here. So and that is, but I do get 1 health. So health will go up 1. And that will be all we can do here. Now, if you were playing with other people, that would be your turn, and it would go to the person clockwise to your left. Since we're not playing with anybody else, we can just go into my next round. So my next round, so the only thing you can do here, you can only do 1 of the actions on the right unless it says continue, which it did not say continue. So now we have to move to another location. So let's keep it simple. Let's just move to location 410. Because that looks like if we go north, it looks like we're going to go into the ocean, and we're looking for plants and stuff. So I have a feeling we go 410, we'll go back that way. So you roll 1 die, and I got nothing there. So you automatically go to, and when you roll, anytime you roll and have to account for something, you put it up there into the challenge dice penalty box. And so now we're looking for 410, and I know that 410 is going to be on the other side of this one. So now we got a babbling brook curves around the outskirts of the modest stone home. Interesting home there. And here we got enter, spy, greet, repair, rob, force. The only one I don't have is a greet action. So let's see. What would be the action to do here? Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use an action from my character card. So then I'll put this up here real quick in front of here. So if you look here where it says the 3 actions that you can do, the master, buy, and equip, You can do those from your cards, so all you would do is look up the 1439, and we're going to equip whatever her item is. So go back over here, and it's 1439, and we're going to do the green, and it says it's a 4 dice. Equip your multi-tool. Perform this action at most once per game. So it's going to be 4 dice. Let me put this back down here so we can put this out. However, since it is a green, I'm going to go ahead and use my token and put one of these back, and we're going to roll 3. So now we've got, it's not a bad roll, not bad. So we got this that goes up there, this one that's going to go back. And I can spend one of these boosts to re-roll a die, and got the return. So far nothing detrimental. So now we're going to 14, accidentally hit it. Nope, not that one. So equip your multi-tool. So your multi-tool has taught you that there is no such thing as a locked door. Gain item 1303. So now we come up here and look for 1303. So now we got the multi-tool. That gives a few more options to work on here. So we'll go ahead and equip this one right here. And when you play, you will have a grid of 9 cards in your tableau. So, and you don't put any boost on it when it pops up. So that is my action. Now, because I didn't do an action on the location card, I can do another one. So here we're going to go ahead and, because this is a yellow character and you see, you know, she's all about like taking things, we're going to go ahead and rob the house. So let's go ahead and rob the house and see what happens here. So on location 410, so it's going to be rob the house when the owners are asleep. So we're going to do 3 skill dice, but we're going to give up this token here to do 2 dice. So got a negative and a putback. So however, I am going to go ahead and put that one there to go ahead and give a boost onto the multi-tool. Now I have successfully robbed them. So you creep into the home, go to interior 573 and lose 1 morale. Alright, so interior 573. Oh, and I did forget one thing. And I probably need to do that real quick, because for location 410 you're supposed to have, yeah, right there. So what you do is you basically take these cards that go with your character and you put them in here so that you have a location for where you were going. And we were going to 573. So 573 is an interior location. So now, several yellow crystals illuminate the interior of the stone home. So now we got exit, search, diffuse, build, steal, and raid. Well, let's go ahead and, well, since we're gonna rob them, I guess we'll go ahead and steal. So we'll steal and we don't have a token to do that, so it's going to be 3 dice. Steal a yellow crystal as it has the most likely to not be missed. So here we have to roll 3 dice. Ooh, got 2 health and a time. So I can put time on my card up here. And unfortunately I don't have anything else to do with those, so we'll discard a boost and re-roll one of these. So, ooh, more time. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go with that. So we lose a time and we lose a health since I had no place that I could put it. So, and now says you steal the yellow crystal, it's most likely to not be missed. Gain item 1164. You may push your luck to try to steal a far rarer item before you're caught red-handed. If you do, roll 3 skill dice up to 3 times, always rolling all dice. If the final result includes a pair or 3 of a kind, gain item 950. In addition, the extra bonus for 3 of a kind is to gain the 3 skills and $3. If not, you're caught in the act and lose item 1164. Either way, exit to 410. So why not? We'll go ahead and give it a shot. So gain item 1164. So 1164. So that gives us a crystal, a yellow crystal. So we'll put that down here. It says you can refine it for 5 dice into a gem. Alright, and then it said here to roll 3 dice if you want to push your luck, which we might as well. I'm going to push your luck. There's nothing there, and I can do this up to 3 times. Nope. Oh, one more time. I have a feeling I'm about to be caught red-handed. Yep, I am caught red-handed. Lose item 1164. And go back to 410. Remember, crime is not good. Don't do crime. So we're going back to location 410. And then, yep, that was it. So now we have to choose which way to run away to. Let's keep going south. We'll go down to 409. So we will roll 1 die. We'll get these skill dice out of the way. And nothing, which is good. That's what the negative symbol means. And so we will go down to 409. And 409. Got the Traveler. Long ago, Circuit Sentient placed several spires like these on this northern shore of the sea. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We can scale, listen, consult, heal, hack, or weaponize. I've got a look, a move, and 2 overpower. Red. Let's go with... Actually, let's do the master on her card. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to master, which is 1439 master. 5, master some survival skills. So I am going to lower that by 1, so we're rolling 4 dice. So as you can see, there's only 1 die left in the challenge pool. Now you pull all of the dice back. And now I'm going to be rolling 4 dice. So we got 2 negatives, a return, and whoops. So put the time on that one, and we'll put the 2 up here and the negative one. So now it says you master some skills that may help you to survive on this planet. Gain experience card 1458, 1 help and 1 overpower. So we gain 1 help and 1 overpower. So that was 1458. So now we're looking for 1458. There we go, 1458. So that gives us experience. So it says, if full at the end of your turn, you must lose this card. Gain a help and overpower. You may then replace your character with 1445. So if you fill this up, you get to upgrade that character. And that is all for there. Now let's see, we've got, if we do green and overpower, so let's see, let's go ahead and got all kinds of options I can do here. So if I roll, let's go ahead and do an overpower, because I got 3 skills, plus I got this overpower box and that overpower that I can use. So let's go ahead and do 409 overpower or weaponize. So it says 2, cut down a tree so that it falls onto the fence. Well, alrighty then. I don't think that's how you would do weaponize, but here we go. Since I want, well, I don't necessarily want, but we'll go ahead and spin 1 and we'll roll 2 skill dice. No, 1. So we get a heart, which is neither one of the ones that I want. So that was pointless. I'll go ahead and do that for the boost. And get nothing. So, alright. So, thanks to the bitter cold, it doesn't take much to send the tree crashing down. It flattens the fence and sends sparks flying. Before anyone notices, you may go east to 626. So normally east would be 471 from this location, but if this one's telling me I can go east to 626. So let's go east to 626. And I believe you still have to roll 1 for changing. So changing locations. And that one right there is a move action, so I can put it there. So we're now going to 626. Whoops, I must have put it back up wrong last time. Just like I almost put that one up wrong up last time. So now we're going to 626. Now we got giant fans churn hot air out of a secure facility. What's happening inside that generates so much heat, especially in this climate? So we got 626. We're going to squeeze, spy, trade, assemble, extract, or force. Let's go ahead and force, because I got tokens and I got stuff I got to do with red. So 626, force. It's going to be a skill of 4. Force a giant fan to jam and dart through the gap before anyone notices. So 4 dice. I'm going to go ahead and turn in these two, and we're going to roll 2 dice. We got heart and a generate. So this one can go on here to give me a heart back. And this one, I don't have a boost, so I cannot do anything with it. It looks like I'm going to be taking the damage. Yep, so I've got to take the damage. Now, it says you slip between the fan blades and into the malfunctioning or manufacturing facility. Go to interior 581. Going to interior 581. Whoops, hang on. So here we got, without a sentient in sight, the factory appears fully automated. So now we have exit, search, activate, craft, steal, or raid. And we got stuff that we can do for yellows, greens. So let's go ahead and let's do steal. So 581 steal. 3, steal the money, as it's most likely to not be missed. So we got 3 dice here. Rolling. So we have time and then 2 negatives. Now I can put one of them up here, and I'm going to put one each here, and that will give me 2 boosts, one here and one there. So, alright. And then we'll go ahead and finish this out real quick. Says, gain $8. You may push your luck to try to steal a far rarer item before you're caught red-handed. If you do, roll 3 skill dice up to 3 times, always rolling all dice. If the final result includes a pair or 3 of a kind, gain item 1019. In addition, the extra bonus for 3, yeah, it's the same way as the last one. So if not, you're caught in the act and lose $8. Either way, exit to 492. Why not? We'll give it a try and see what happens. Nothing. Did not get a pair. There you go, there's a pair. I'll stick with that. So, and that was gain $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you go. And I also gained 1019. So 1019. So that is a seed. You cannot gain boost on this card until you choose a location where it will grow. Okay? It's a prismatic seed. If full, I did pull the right one, right? 1019, yep. If full, when you are on the chosen location, replace this card with 1696. Interesting. So we'll go ahead and put it over here. And we'll go back to that. And now Now, which way do I want to go? Let's go ahead and go the asterisk to the west. We'll go ahead and do that. So now we're going to look up 581 and it will be a direction. And we said we're going west. Tap to reveal. So sneak west, and it's 3 sneak west out of a secret passage. So I am going to turn in this one, so I'm going to be rolling 2, and I'm going to get all my dice back. And here we go, 2. Got to return to the pool, and I don't have anything over here I can put it on, so we'll stick with that. And so you carry the transducer with you as you sneak out of the factory. Exit to 403. Not sure what the transducer is, but okay. Exit to 403. So we take this one and we will put it back. .403. So here we go, 403. At the top of a snow-capped mountain, a chain link fence bars you from a mysterious facility. I have a feeling that's where I just came from. So we're going to scale, track, persuade, repair, disarm, or cut. Wonder what repair would give us, because I do have a repair token. So why not? We'll repair on 403. Repair some broken links in the fence. Alright, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. We get 2 morale. Well, I can at least put one here, and that will give me a boost on that one. And now let's go ahead and spin this boost to see if we can roll something else. Time, which works because we can put time on this one here. So whoops, wait, yeah, is it 403? Repair some broken links in the fence. You respect the boundaries, and there must be a good reason for the fence, so you touch up a few spots here and there, carefully avoiding the electric elements. Some sentients notice the effort and toss you some coins. Gain 4 and 1 morale. So 4 coins. And 1 morale. So there you go. Now let's see. Let's go to. Looks like it goes up the mountain. Let's go west to 244. So 403 west. Or I'm sorry. Did I type that wrong? East and south. Oh, duh, because it's a number. I just roll 1 die. So got time, and we'll go ahead and put time up here on that one. And then go into 244. So a nearby sentient is busy inside of a fortified glass orb. Now we can hide, inspect, interact, assist, access, or shatter. So let's see. Oh, I know what I'll do on this one. I'm going to go ahead and turn in 2 boosts on this to gain my first personal objective. So looking for 1613. So 1613, this is going to be a horizontal card. Goal of an objective is enter a building. If you are inside of a building, read 1613 in the Book of Secrets. So, because now we know we have to enter a building, so I want to access. So we'll do an access action. So 244. Says 3. Access the orb's interior. It is 3 dice. Since I have no skill tokens, I will roll all 3. And we get time and heart and 1 return. So I'm just going to do 1 there, 1 there. We'll return that one back here. And that will give me a boost on this one. And a boost on this one. And now we get to come over here and see. You surprise the current occupants of the orb, who inform you politely the orb is occupied and you'll need to wait your turn. They mention that you can leave messages to other travelers on the orb's exterior. Gain 1 boost and choose 1. Interact with the orb's exterior. Lose 1 time to wait for the sentient to finish their tasks. So I'm going to gain 1 boost. And anytime a card or something tells you to gain a boost, it always goes on your character card. And let's see, interact with the orb's exterior, or lose 1 time to wait for the sentient to finish their task. Let's go ahead and wait. When the sentient departs the orb, you enter to find the orb displays a map of your region. Look at page 3 of the Book of Vantages. Your current area is N1 or NW-1. Gain 1 boost. So there we go. So we gain another boost. And now we need the Book of Vantages, which is this book right here. So this is not one you can look up on the app. So in the Book of Vantages, you gotta look at page 3. My current location is now NW-1, so I am somewhere in this location. I have a feeling because I just came out of this area here and I went east, but then again there's orbs over here. There's an orb up here too. So I have a feeling I'm somewhere over in here. So this kind of gives you an idea of where things are. So is there anything below that? Nope. So now, and you can only look at this while you're on your turn, so I would say, because I came up here and I came this way, because I might be there with those orbs maybe, but I have a feeling I'm somewhere up here. But I mean, that looks like the orb that I'm looking at right now, so I have a feeling I'm way over here. So kind of a long way from there. So let's go south. So we'll go south. Alright, so access the story, and to go south we're going to go to 239. So 239. Rolling one die. And I got a heart for a move action. And can't do nothing about it. So now we go from 244 to 239. So 239. Now we got lights glow from inside a wooden building hanging above the marsh. What do? Find the Ewok village? So now we can climb, spy, ask, praise, access, or raid. Oh wait, hang on. I entered, well, I don't know if that's technically a building where I was, even though I did enter something. I didn't get like a interior card of it. So I'm going to say that doesn't count right now. So we're going to access this one again. So we'll see if we can go for that. So we're going to access on 239. Six, access the building via a side window. So I don't have 6, so I've got to pull everything back. And I'm rolling 6 dice. Ooh, a lot of time, a lot of health. So we got 3 time. 2 health and a morale. Now I can put 1 time here. I'm going to put 1 health up here and gain a boost off of this one. And then I'm going to take, what do I got? Time and health is the lowest. We're going to go with, yeah, we're going to go right here. Actually, let's do this. Let's use one of these and we'll re-roll one of these times. And we got heart. And that is probably worse. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 there to get one of these back. And let's go ahead and try, actually let's leave the heart and we'll try to re-roll. Actually no, let's re-roll the heart. Got another time. Well, fine. No, I need to re-roll one of, whoops, I need to re-roll one of those times. Oh, well, I got a boost back. So wait, no, re-roll one of your challenge die. That's what it is. You get one of these if it didn't change, and now we're stuck with it. So now we have 2 time and 1 morale. Wow, that's not doing good. Time is probably one of the worst things to lose out on. So here we go. So access the building via a side window. The window creaks open and you slip inside. Go to interior 565. See, this is what I would consider an interior. So 565. So 565. So here we go. Now the treehouse is filled with mysterious glowing objects. And I do have that, so let's... Don't have a whole lot. I can't... Let's build something, because I got spaces to build. So let's do that. So on 565, we're going to build X. Okay, whenever there's an X, you get to decide how many. So build a barricade between you and the bewildered shop owner. Okay. I didn't know there was a shop owner in here, but well, let's do, why not? Let's go with 4. No, I don't have a whole bunch of spaces for that. Let's just do 2. We'll do 2. And maybe I should have, because I got 2 nothings. So now, says with the area secure, you have time to look around. The nearby potion stands out to you. Gain item H61. If X is 4+, the door holds long enough for you to pilfer something else too. So I didn't do that since I only did 2, so H61. So here is H61. Ooh, you get to ignore 1 cold damage. It's an item for medicine. So when placed, doesn't have any location. Oh, okay, it goes down here. So when placed, you get 3 boosts. So let's go ahead and put this one up here, and we're going to place 3 boosts on this card. And that says if you want to use that, you have to use one of the boosts that are on here, and if you want to use it, takes a boost to put a life on there too. So, and this over here means it's worth 8 if you sold it somewhere. So, all right, and let's see, then exit north to 244. So we're going to exit north to 244. Exit north to 244, where I just was. Now, because I was already here once, I cannot do any action on here, so I'm just going to have to pick a direction to go. So let's go west to 243. So we're going to go west to 243, and that goes back into here. There's a move. There we go. So now we're going to 243. So now we got a broken device is half submerged in the muck of the swamp. So we got push, focus, activate, repair, hack, or raise. So right now I've got green stuff I can do. So let's try to repair it. We're going to repair on 243. 6, repair the device. Wow. So here we go. So wow. Okay, so we got 2 returns. We got morale and time, and then 2 negatives. So the time can definitely go up here, and this can go, because we're doing green. Actually, the time can go over here because we did a green action to do that. So, and then we get a boost for placing one there. And now these can just go back here, and those 2 go over there. So repair the device. Say a loose panel reveals that the levitation core of the rune caster is disconnected. While you have access to the inside, you pair the device to your AUG suit. Gain item 1028. rune caster. It's a blue rune caster. It looks like with move actions you can put stuff on there. So interesting. So we'll put this here. Alright. Now, let's see. Let's keep going west to 242. So, oh, gotta roll one. So, rolling the dice. And we got time. Time is something we definitely can't. So there we go. And actually, let's put it up there. Because we're doing because even when you're moving directions, it's still considered a blue action, so we'll put it up there. So, alright, so now we have 242. Ah! What is that? This is your first visit here, lose morale and go to 237, 241, or 243. It says a pink haze tugs at your soul in the presence of massive energy elemental. Interesting. So I'm going to lose morale. And now I have to go to 237, 241, or 243. Let's go to 237. Nothing. So we're going to 237. Dang it. $237 says a glowing sentient emerges from an orb tucked between two torches. Looks like the same orb I went into earlier. Says sneak, learn, interact, offer, steal, or shatter. Let's see. Let's interact. So yes, I've already said it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to interact. So 237, interact. 1, interact with the sentient. I don't have any interact, so 1 die. Got a star. Star is, or morale, is not going to be able to go anywhere. So unfortunately I'm going to have to take it. So let's choose 1. Trade with the sentient. Interact with the orb thanks to the sentient's assistance. Not sure if I want to interact with the orb because the last time it was just showing a map of the place. So let's trade with the sentient and see what happens. So the sentient offers to sell you a torch for 1086 for $4 and or they can pay $5 to gain 1 card in your grid or reserve. Lose that card. They also mention that there are opportunities for commerce in the city to the east. Gain 1 boost. Well, I just came from the east. I don't want to go that way. So let's go with I don't want to sell anything, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get this, so let's see. Cannot gain boost on this card until you choose a location where it will grow. If full, when you are on, well, how do you choose where it's going to go? Alright, well, let's go ahead. I got the money. I'm going to go ahead and buy the torch from the sentient. So buying the torch for $4, it's $10.86. There we go. A crystal torch. Alright, whenever we're doing the look action, we can do a boost. And if we're underground, we can put a dice there. When placed, gain boost on each card adjacent. Wow. Ooh, here we go. Let's put it here. And this will give me a boost here and here, because they are the ones that are adjacent. So, and here it says you can craft a more advanced item, gain a blowtorch. I don't think I need to do that right now. Now, because that was an interact, can't do anything else with them. So nothing else to do there. Now I get to choose. Let's go west to 236. But I am going to turn in 2 of these boosts to get another take action or take token. Oh, and this one here, hang on before we do the move action, says if full at the end of the turn you must lose this card and gain green and overpower. And this goes all back to there. And this, anytime you're going to lose a card, just goes back into the pool. And 1458. Oops, almost put that back in the wrong spot. But before I put that up, 1445. So this here, and the boost will transfer to the next. So 1439. I'll just go ahead and put it up here, and I'll put everything back later. So 1458 shouldn't be too. There's 1458, and I'll just go ahead and put it up now. 1439. There you go. Now her boost ability is reroll 1 of your challenge dice until the result changes. Treat all of your returns as blank results, or transfer 1 reserve card to your grid. So that's interesting. So now we're moving to the west, which is what we said. So we're going to 236. Oh, we gotta roll a die. And nothing. So there we go. So going to 236. So now energy surges through the base of the tower. So now we can scale, study, transmit, craft, hack, or stun. Let's hack it. I've got 2 tokens for it now. So let's go with 236 hack. 4, hack into the tower's code. Let's go with, we'll go ahead and drop 2 of these, and we'll do 2 dice. And we got nothing and time. Go ahead and put the heart up here on that one to get a boost off of it. And why not? We'll go ahead and put this up here to get a boost off of that. And this is Your cerebral implant displays a bypass code to circumvent a cavern barrier. Gain item 1178. Gaining item 1178. So it's a item, it's a device, says when placed, gain that. If empty, lose this card. Use the boost. When faced with a cavern barrier, the cost to leap, explore, befriend, modify, swap, or destroy is reduced by 1. And then it has a thing up there for hacking. So I'll go ahead and put this right here. And it says when placed, gain a boost. Alright, and that is all I can do on that one. Not really making any headway to the flora that I'm trying to find, but even though I'm like in a forest, I guess I'm in the wrong kind of forest. Let's keep going west to 235. So, and 235 is just a die, and it's nothing. So, west of 235, we got a Sentient, or the Traveler. So we got, I always find it energizing to walk through this swamp. So now we have wander, learn, consult, offer, gather, dig. Gather, let's see if we can find something that's like flora related. So here we go, 235. Gather intel from the Traveler about the energy sentient. Well, okay then. Let's just go with 4. Why not? I'll get everything back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, not good at all. 3 hourglasses and a heart. So I'm definitely going to have to spend a boost to try to re-roll one of these. So I at least got one to return here. And let's see, I'm going to put one here to get a boost off of that. And now we're going to I'm going to put time over here to get a boost off of that. And is there any place I can put the heart? Oh yeah, I can do this, and I can put a heart up here, so that works. And here we go, because we did a 4, so I may not always agree with what they say, but I do love hearing them say it. Anyway, their ability to pick up new languages is astounding. They point to the energy sentient in an orb to the north for your next action this turn. Decrease the cost by X to continue. Okay, so whatever I'm doing next time, so this is the first one where we get a continue. And 2, 4, and it said they point to an energy sentient in an orb to the north. I think I just came from, no I didn't, because I came from the west, so there's another one to the north. For your next action this turn, decrease the cost. So let's, what do we got? Overpower and offer. Dig. Why not? Let's go south. It's an asterisk. I get a -4 to do it. We'll see how crazy we're going to be here. So we're going to be 235, moving 4, wade south through the swamp. Since it's a -4, I get to do that for free. I don't even have to roll any dice. So Says the traveler's observations about feeling energized keeps your spirits up. Go to 230. So 230. So this one here, we'll go back to here. 230. At the base of a sheer rock wall to the south, a rune is etched into several small stones. So there's one there and one there. Alright, so now we have push, focus, hire, build, consume, smash. And we have a green and red token with options to put other stuff. So, and while we're at it, we can go ahead and take these two and get a take action. Don't want to smash it. Let's build. And you know what? I completely forgot that I entered someplace a long time ago. I should have done that one a long time ago. Let's take care of this one real quick. So 1613. If you have at least floor up, oh well, at least that goes with the main. See. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. Says if you're inside a building, read 1613 in the Book of Secrets. So 1613 in the Book of Secrets. Says you grew up on the streets of a megacity, homeless at a young age. After being abandoned by your parents, at first you barely scraped by, but you found your dry place to sleep and learned to steal. The rule that kept you alive was to steal not only on the streets, never from any confined space with limited exits. The outside was your home, yet sometimes you'd catch yourself lingering too long at the windows of a warm bakery or home, wanting the comfort of walls and a roof. Lose objective 1613, then gain 1 morale in objective 1619. So gain 1 morale. Gonna lose 1613 and we get 1619. So now we got this one. It says open a treasure chest. So now we got to look for a treasure chest to open. And you can't use these dice placements until this is like this in your, so this means nothing right now. So alright, now we're still on card 230. So let's do let's just move on because we're looking for flora stuff. So let's go to 468. So we're gonna go to 468. Got time 468 for a move action. Oh, I'm gonna have to re-roll that. So go to boost to re-roll that. And you keep rolling because the character upgrade does that. So now I got heart. And so I'm gonna go heart and put it up there. There's nothing else that we can do. So now I'm going to 468. Going to 468. There we go. It says a small lore stone sits on the edge of the woods. You can wander, study, commune, craft, steal, dig. Let's see, we got steal it. So 468. Steal the lantern hanging from a nearby tree. Okay. Well, I guess we're not stealing what I thought we were stealing. So it's going to be 4, but I will use one of my tokens to make that a 3. So we got 1 heart. So the heart can go up here. That will give me a boost. And this can go here and there. Now there are plenty of other lanterns hanging from trees in the east, so you figure this one won't be missed. Gain item 1187. 1187. So it's a device. Craft it into a more advanced item. Replace this with another lantern. So now I have 2 things that I can put underground. Now I just need to find a way to go underground, huh? But that's not what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for flora. So, not doing too great here. Now, let's go... Ooh, what's the little walkie thing up there? Looks like a War of the Worlds kind of looking thing. Or maybe like those striders from the Dark Crystal. Interesting. Let's go check it out. It's going to go north to 469. Oh, we got time. Alright, so I could keep running this on because you kind of get the gist of how the game works, but because yes, technically I could use a boost to re-roll this, but once something gets down to, when any of these tokens get down to 0, you then read the mission entry in the take storybook. So now we're going to look at 1580 in the take storybook, which is the yellow one. Says you traveled this planet to immerse yourself in the botany, but you are exhausted. Choose one. I did not complete a destiny. I did not complete the mission. And then if you feel that you're had a fair shot at this incomplete mission and it's time to move on. So it's time to move on. It says in the game, taking the knowledge you've gained to use on future attempts. So that is how you play Vantage from My Vantage. So I hope y'all enjoyed this playthrough. I might try to get this out again and do it again, and we'll try something different and we'll see how it goes. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. Drop a like and subscribe if you would. It helps the channel. And y'all have a good day. Thank y'all.